And now it's time for news from around the world. And meanwhile in the UK, the Platinum Jubilee is going on. I was told by Sophie to call it the Platty Jubes. Do they really call it that? My God. Well, the Platty Jubes. Okay, so as part of that, you get a chance potentially to see the Queen out and about. They decided to go in a slightly different route. Take a look at this video.
Inside the carriage, a representation of the Queen as she came back from her coronation wearing the imperial state crown and holding the scepter and the orb, waving to those who are on either side of the mall.
So it's a hologram that's been created especially, Joanna. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Fantastic. And it's in black and white, which makes it even more sort of eerily thrilling in a funny way. And to think that the Queen, maybe at Windsor still, is sitting and seeing that.
So the carriage had a hologram in it, and it is one thing to have the hologram, but people were pointing out that people were waving back to the hologram, which is a choice. I think the hologram isn't sentient. It can't tell that you're waving back. It's not a human, to be clear, which almost makes it more satisfying to mimic her. But anyway, what do you think? Obviously, look, they have a very different culture there with the royals and everything. There are health reasons why, of course, the Queen can't participate in her own platyjubes or whatever. What do you think?
Yeah, hasn't she gotten like COVID from her husband like 3 times? Oh no, he passed. Oh, oops. Sorry. I mean, having
you're now banished from the UK.
I'm so canceled. Piers if Piers Morgan is watching, whew. I am wondering why she just didn't go out herself. I think that's weird. I think the fact that it's a hologram makes me wonder, why does she need that much protection? If it is a hologram, let the people approach the carriage. And that's a lot of gold. Like, look.
That is a lot of gold.
Great, good on you. Yay for stealing the treasures of other nations. But like, really, 2022? Let's all just conveniently forget you've that much gold.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, look, she's very, 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 very old, and apparently also sick. So I understand why she's not going out there, but I don't know, the waving to it, like, I get that the relationship to the royals, like with most relationships people have with like celebrities or whatever, like, is loving Kim Kardashian that different than waving at a hologram? Like, Kim Kardashian isn't gonna wave back herself. Like, these are relationships that aren't actually a relationship. It's about the effect it has on us. So if you get joy out of the fact that the royals exist or the tradition or the whatever, does it really matter if it's a person or a hologram? I wonder, like, I was gonna go into this like, wide open, ready to criticize it, but I don't know that it's that much worse than actually waving to a king or queen. Am I wrong?
Oh, I think watching the Kardashians is like, I'm sorry, but I think it's self-harm. So
by the way, I don't mean to focus on the like, I have like things I'm obsessed with that they had. It's not like we're hanging out or whatever. So I'm not saying it's just about Kim Kardashian. The relationships we have with celebrity, I think, or is it that different than the hologram? I don't know. I think maybe this is more honest in a way. And we should get used to this stuff too, by the way, because these holograms are becoming better. Like, that was actually pretty convincing, I think, that hologram in the back of the thing. And eventually, fully digital, non-human, non-meatbag celebrities, I think, are gonna become way more common, because there's corporations that are gonna wanna have exclusivity. They're not gonna wanna deal with people's personal problems. They're not gonna want their wizard movie series to be derailed by the fact that it was Johnny Depp that was in it. Like, I think that this is gonna become more common, and we're gonna have to prepare ourselves for the relationships to evolve.
Okay, let's be real. Tupac, the hologram, debuted at Coachella like 10 years ago.
Yeah, so that's true.
We have not been using holograms nearly enough. In fact, I think holograms could solve mass shootings. Because if you have mostly students in the classroom, but then also a lot of holograms, the shooter's like, you know what I mean? And you got like your decoy teacher and then your real teacher. They'll just never know.
You know, I would like to give you credit for finding a worse solution than the taser drones. This is dumber.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.